So who am I to say no? And I jumped right in, and I sat in this tent with 50 other people.
50?
Yeah, it was. That's how they set it up. It's not what I recommend, but that's how they set it up. They played beautiful music, and there was a little baby in the room. Mother and dad were there for the experience. The baby was in the room, and the baby was cooing away. And tears started flowing down my face. And these were not tears of sorrow, they were tears of joy. And I got in touch with such profound love that I had never consciously experienced before. And they were tears of love. And it wasn't love for anybody else in particular. It was just love. And then I saw in all the ways that I had closed my heart against love in my life, and how I had betrayed love in my personal relationship with my spouse and my children and in other ways. So I just got this experience of love as something profound and universal and life-defining, but something from which I've been cut off in so many ways. And I got it. Because I closed my heart against love precisely because when I was vulnerable and small, I'd been so hurt, owing to my mother's states of mind. She couldn't respond to me where I needed to be responded to. Not her fault, but she couldn't. And then when I was 8 years old, she gave me to a stranger to save my life. And I didn't see her for a month, which is a huge...
Explain that for a second.
So again, it's Budapest, Hungary, Second World War, January. The Russians have circled Budapest and are fighting the Germans. The government in power is a right-wing fascist, anti-Semitic military force. And even though the deportations of Jews had stopped, the Germans had annihilated 500,000 Hungarian Jews in 3 or 4 months. But now the Hungarian fascists were killing Jews in Budapest, and including in the house where my mother and I were living. So my mother gave me to a stranger in the street, a Christian woman, because she didn't know if she'd be dead or alive next day.
Wow.
Or that I would be. And I was quite sick. So I didn't see her for a month, which I experienced as a deep abandonment. How else could I experience it? So my heart closes against love. And I got all this. And so I got that if this plant that, as you say, manifests the mind, can show me both the ways in which I've closed off from myself and that I don't need to because the love is still there, what healing potential it has. Now, I wish I could say that after that experience I became a loving husband and a loving human being. I didn't. It's not that simple, as my wife could tell you. Nevertheless, it opened the door for me, and I got right away. Now, however, the thought that I had was,